Hi folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Rightfully Beary Arms. This is a game that you can find on Steam's Early Access program for about $10, and I stress early access, everything is subject to change. So this is one of those cutesy, top-down, roguelite bullet hell kinds of games. It's not without its problems, and I'll get to that in a minute. You're going to be moving this ship around this map. I mean, it's cool looking. It's like retro science anyway. You've got this fuel. It's called Jam for whatever reason, I think. And basically you pick a location, you go to it, and you'll have a chance of picking up certain things. There's also a Proves tab, which is kind of like your unlock system where you unlock new things as you go for your current run. I like that. I like permanent progression, stuff like that. So I'm all about that. I was really happy to see that. I don't know how I feel about like the CVT look. I mean, I guess it's okay. But anywho, so I could only play this for a limited time, so this isn't going to be like a full-blown review, and the reason that I had to put it down was because, well, it made me dizzy, the vertigo. No matter what option, there was a camera option in the options menu, and no matter how I adjusted it, I couldn't, like, stop the camera from moving where my mouse was pointing. It's one of those games where, like, if you point your mouse to the right, the camera also sways to the right more so than usual, and just the going back and forth like that made me extremely dizzy. I suffer from vertigo, so the accessibility options in this game are very limited. But what I did play, you basically you have a bunch of weapons that you'll eventually unlock. There's also like calamities that you'll get over time, which is, you know, a bad thing. You can also use these special powers that you pick up, but they come at a cost of health. So like you get some really powerful abilities, but like you have to decide whether or not you want to use them because they'll lock out your health hearts. They're like, it's like a health bar, but you have hearts. And, you know, so it's kind of like a decision, you know, do you want to use this powerful ability? If you do it, it's going to cost you some health. That's kind of cool. The main general gameplay flow is once you're on like your location that you flew to on that map screen, you go from room to room, kind of like in, was it Smash TV, which was like an arena style game where, you know, you go into a room, the door's shut and enemies spawn and you have to kill them all. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you're given some kind of like, you know, choose an upgrade. And you can pick a new weapon, you can pick, you know, an upgrade to an existing weapon, all that good stuff. So, like, I like that. It's fine. It's just, again, the camera was a bit much for me, so I couldn't handle that. Another main issue I had with this game is you can go back to previous rooms you've been in. In fact, you're encouraged to like explore every single room, but there's no like insta teleport system. So like let's say you're on one side of the ship and there's a room that you have not explored on the other side of the ship because it branched off somewhere. You have to run all the way back and then all the way back to the exit. Like I just found that inconvenient. I wish there was a way to fast travel to rooms that you've already been in so that I didn't have to sit there and like, okay, now I gotta run back. Okay, I went in the room, killed everything, and I got this thing. I got an upgrade. Okay, great. Now I gotta run all the way back to the other end of the map, and now I can leave. That kind of thing. So I wish there was, you know, some kind of insta-teleport system. But the gameplay was pretty solid. There are times where I had trouble judging where the enemies actually were, like their sprites. I couldn't determine their exact position sometimes. I don't know if it was just me or what, but yeah. And then I wish I could like change that CVT, you know, map / roguelite camera monitor thing. I wish I could flatten that, but there's no option for that either. So like this game is pretty rough around the edges right now. So I sincerely hope the developers continue to you know, progressively updated over the course of early access. I met them briefly, actually, during Pittsburgh Gaming Expo today, and I gave them my business card, and they were, like, really responsive. They got back to me within, like, an hour, and after I got home, which was, like, really good. I'm like, wow, that was quick. So, like, they seem to be very responsive and very nice people, and I met them in person, which is great. So, you know, personally, what I would do is I would come back to this game later when it's been a bit more ironed out and there are more accessibility options for it. One other bug that I had was trying to adjust the monitor, like the resolution settings, they kept resetting for me. So like I had it on like 2560 by 1440, whatever it is, and then everything would reset and my sound would reset back to 100%. Like for whatever reason, the options menu, like on occasion, will just reset itself for no reason. And I don't know if I'm hitting a special button that does it, but it was annoying to have to constantly like turn the volume down so I don't go deaf, or, you know, reset my resolution, that kind of thing. And for the record, I was playing in a windowed mode, not full screen. But anyway, so yeah, there you go. Hopefully this will give you a quick look at what you're in for should you decide to support this game. Feel free to subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. Catch you all next time. Take care.